Retro Racing Reports from the Old State Fairgrounds of Sacramento, California. This is a two-day event, Saturday, Sunday, October 24, 25, 1970. J.C. Agajanian brings a CRA 100-mile championship super modified versus cage sprint cars on the mile. Sprint cars on the mile. That's quite a bit to ask of a sprint car. You could certainly do it, and they did it. This was the third annual event that Agajanian has put on at the Old Fairgrounds. There is no article in the program. There are multiple pictures, and we have some newspaper accounts of the tragedy that unfolded during this event. We're going to cover all of it as best we can, and we'll go from there. And be sure to like, follow, comment on this video. Sure appreciate it. CRA sanctions final race at the Old California State Fairgrounds. Well, perhaps we shouldn't be so positive when we refer to the final race on the Old California State Fairgrounds, a 1-mile dirt track. Every year for the past 5 years, we've heard that this is the final year for racing at this track. Yet every year, J.C. Agajanian holds another race. Ronnie Allen, our man in Southern California, says that this is the very final race to be held at this track. There may be racing at this site, but it'll be done by teenagers on the streets at a low-cost government housing project. USAC has held races at this track since 1949, although they held no races in 51 and 52. Of the 20 races, USAC sanctioned only 11 different drivers won the Golden State 100. A.J. Foyt holds the race record of 95.26 miles per hour average over the 100 laps, and he set that in 1962. The late Shorty Templeman holds the one-lap record of 35.51 seconds or 101.38 miles per hour on the lap. Over the years, only 2 drivers have been injured and spent time in the hospital because of it. It was Eddie Sachs and Jack Rounds in 1960 in separate accidents. Here are some of the winners of the 20 USAC-sanctioned races held to date. Freddie Agabashian, 1949, Duke Dinsmore, Jimmy Bryan won 3 times, Judd Larson, Roger Ward, Johnny Thompson, Jim Hurtubise, A.J. Foyt, Don Branson, Dick Atkins, Al Unser. California Racing Association has sanctioned 2 races at this track. Jerry Blundy won both. One in 1968, one last year in 1969. Can he make it 3 in a row this Sunday? Well, that's the day we'll find out. Second promotional article appeared in the Sacramento Union on Sunday, the day of the event. 80 of the nation's best super modified and sprint car drivers will invade the Old State Fairground today for J.C. Agajanian's third annual 100-mile U.S. Open competition races on the 1-mile dirt track at 2 o'clock this afternoon. Heading the field for the $11,000 Classic, which is the richest super modified and sprint car events ever staged in California, will be 2-time winner Jerry Blundy of Galesburg, Illinois, in his Chevrolet V8-powered super modified. Undefeated on mile tracks for 3 years, Blundy this year captured the IMCA Sprint Car Driving Championship, a title he's been chasing for more than 10 years. Besides his 2 wins on the Sacramento Mile, he also has captured the annual IMCA Missouri State Fair 50-mile race for the past 3 years. Local favorites are headed by 3-time Capital Speedway Super Modified champion Jimmy Gordon of Sacramento. Other top entries are Bill King of Carmichael, 1970 Roseville Speedway champion. NARC sprint car title holder Leroy Van Connet of Galt. Billy Anderson of Sacramento, Ernie Purcell of Nevada City, Larry Vickery of Auburn, and Bill McCormick out of Anderson. Out-of-town competition comes from this year's National Super Modified champion, Little Joe Saldana of Lincoln, Nebraska. 1966, the National Super Modified title holder Jay Woodside of Kansas City, Missouri, Eddie Levitt of Kearney, Missouri, Jan Opperman, 2-time Arizona Super Modified champ